My darlings, today's video is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the royalists clutching pearls. It's not for the UK tabloids who think walking backwards in heels is a national achievement. No, this video is for truth seekers, for people who see through the smoke, the spin, and the fluff. Because, my loves, today we are exposing one of the most bizarre, calculated, and frankly embarrassing PR strategies in royal reporting: the infantilization of Kate Middleton, and how it's used to shield her while destroying Meghan Sussex. Grab your tea. This one is diabolical. Catherine, Princess of Wales, a woman in her 40s, future Queen consort, yet the press treats her like a teenager, as if she's forever stuck in a state of perpetual youth. Despite her maturity and the responsibilities she carries, the media narrative rarely evolves. Headlines marvel at her thriftiness, her maternal instincts, even her ability to walk in heels, as if these are her defining achievements. The press obsesses over her wardrobe choices and her polite smiles, turning everyday actions into front-page news. Her intelligence and ambition are downplayed. She's cast as the simple, unassuming princess, rarely acknowledged for her strategic mind or charitable initiatives. The narrative is carefully curated to keep her image soft and approachable. The media locks her into a role, eternally graceful, non-threatening and safe, never allowing her to step outside the boundaries of this carefully constructed persona. By celebrating the mundane, Kate is shielded from real critique, her actions rarely scrutinized with the seriousness given to her male counterparts or even other royals. This infantilization isn't kindness, it's a cage, a subtle but powerful way of limiting her influence and voice. It denies her agency and reduces her to a symbol, a figurehead, rather than a fully realized individual with her own ambitions and ideas. The bar is set so low, any real substance is ignored, and her more meaningful contributions are often lost in the noise of trivial coverage. She becomes a pretty picture in a gilded frame, nothing more. A decorative presence, admired but never truly understood or allowed to grow. Kate releases a press statement, written by charity staff, approved by Palace PR, and suddenly it's treated like she's reinvented policy, theory, and social psychology in one breath. One expert nailed it perfectly. It wasn't even her voice, just Palace-approved PR. But the headlines. Kate takes bold stance. Kate becomes champion of everything. Meanwhile, Meghan, who writes her own essays, produces her own content, and actually researches her causes, attack, ridicule, speculation, misogyny. They demand Meghan carry a mountain while praising Kate for lifting a feather. And the public narrative is shaped around this imbalance. Now, let's look at the other side. Meghan Markle, cast as the villain in the public eye. From day one, she faced relentless scrutiny and hostility from the press and public alike. Her ambition and advocacy were twisted into flaws, used against her at every turn. Attacks targeted her race, her family, and even her Americanness. The same actions praised in Kate were harshly condemned in Meghan, highlighting the bias. The royal family stayed silent, offering no protection or public support. Meghan was left to the wolves, punished for not fitting the royal mould or expectations. The double standard was the point. She was always the outsider, never truly accepted. The disparity is blatant. Just look at the stories splashed across the front pages. The media's obsession with the royal family is relentless, but the way they treat its members couldn't be more different. The infamous bridesmaid dress saga is a perfect example. Tabloids claimed Meghan made Kate cry, when in reality the opposite was true. Yet the truth was buried beneath sensational headlines. The palace allowed the false story to stand, choosing to sacrifice Meghan's reputation in order to protect Kate's carefully crafted image. Even the most trivial things, like a simple hair bun, are spun by the press. Kate's is described as elegant and refined, while Meghan's is labelled rebellious or inappropriate. Kate is endlessly praised for something as simple as walking downstairs. Meanwhile, Meghan's every move is picked apart and scrutinized, no matter how small. This isn't journalism. It's the enforcement of unwritten biased rules that dictate who is celebrated and who is condemned. Kate's actions are always seen as evidence of her goodness and grace. Meghan's, on the other hand, are twisted into proof of her supposed flaws. The system is rigged from the start, and the score is clear for all to see. One is favoured, the other is targeted. One is protected and uplifted, while the other is left isolated and punished for simply existing within the same institution. The narrative is carefully designed to keep the monarchy comfortable, ensuring that the status quo remains unchallenged and those in power stay protected. The media and monarchy have a symbiotic relationship. The palace gets positive coverage. The press gets access and royal content. Play by the rules, get rewarded, break them, face retaliation. Meghan disrupted this system, refusing to play along. She and Harry tried to control their narrative, angering the gatekeepers. Negative coverage was the press's warning to others. Kate's glowing image is the reward for compliance. The system needs a good royal and a bad royal, one to praise, one to punish. It's a cynical arrangement that values the institution over individuals. We are left with a distorted, managed reality. This isn't harmless gossip, it's dangerous manipulation. It celebrates passivity, punishes ambition, and lets biases fester. Meghan was targeted for being different, not for wrongdoing. Kate is rewarded for compliance, praised for what she doesn't do. We risk becoming complicit if we don't question these stories. The message, a woman's worth, is in her silence and obedience. This disempowers women everywhere. My darlings, the infantilization of Kate Middleton is not just weird, it is dangerous, because it shapes public perception. It lowers expectations, it erases accountability, it protects the institution, and it allows racism, sexism, and double standards to thrive in plain sight. Kate is treated like a porcelain doll. Meghan is treated like a punching bag. And the monarchy, along with the British media, benefits from that imbalance every single day. But guess what? We see the game. We understand the strategy, and we refuse to be manipulated by it. This platform, your platform, my darlings, is one of the few places where truth gets oxygen. And as long as they keep infantilizing Kate and demonizing Meghan, we'll keep shining the light right back at them.